Schizo.
Carmilla was born into the Ansaac family, one of the royal clans of Aberleen, located at the very bottom of the Moniyan Empire. Her father was Earl Ansaac, and since she was the only child, Carmilla was dearly loved and adored by her clan. As Carmilla grew up, her compelling beauty blossomed. Soon, her name and beauty became known throughout the kingdom of Aberleen as well as the Moniyan Empire. But because of this, her father plans to use Carmilla to gain a strong political position for their clan by marrying Carmilla to the highest-ranking families in the empire. As a result, Carmilla had countless aristocrat suitors from all over the Moniyan Empire. However, Carmilla is a proud person, and out of all her suitors, not a single one measures up to her standards. Because what Carmilla wants is someone who could truly connect with her soul. However, her father had already made a decision for her. As the threat of the abyss grew stronger, Earl Ansaac knew that the royal families connected with the military would dominate the empire. And this is the key to empowering the status of their clan. But unbeknownst to Earl, his plans were about to be ruined by a man whom he considers insignificant. Cecilion is the best opera singer in the kingdom, and Carmilla has become an avid follower of his performances. Carmilla was entranced by Cecilion's elegance and talent. However, she could also see the sadness in Cecilion's eyes. In every one of Cecilion's performances, Carmilla always sits in front, quietly taking in Cecilion's singing to heart. One day, after an epic performance, Cecilion walked to the center of the stage to take a bow, and as the curtains slowly closed, his and Carmilla's eyes met. And boom, as fast as lightning that illuminated the dark sky, the flames of passion ignited between them. It was love at first sight. The days that followed were the happiest days in Carmilla's life. Every night, Cecilion would compose and sing songs he wrote for Carmilla. As Carmilla watched intently, she never took her eyes off of Cecilion. And after the show, the two would sneak backstage, and the whole night they will dance under the moonlit sky. And in the morning, Cecilion will place a fresh rose covered in morning dew on Carmilla's window. Over time, as the two spent more and more time together, Carmilla noticed Cecilion's unusual habits. Cecilion often avoids other people. His skin was very white and pale even without makeup. The legend of the clan of blood demons is popular throughout the Moniyan Empire. And based on Carmilla's observations, she had a suspicion that Cecilion belongs to that clan. But if Cecilion did not want to talk about his past, it didn't matter to Carmilla, because she can see Cecilion's desire to live a normal life. She knows and feels that Cecilion's love is real. Carmilla did not care if Cecilion was a demon, because for Carmilla, Cecilion is the person she wants to be with for the rest of her life. However, even though the two are madly in love, Carmilla's father will never allow his daughter to marry a mere commoner. So he imprisoned Carmilla and forced her to be engaged to Baron Tawil, a famous general of the empire. And in order for Carmilla to forget Cecilion, her father closed the opera house and expelled Cecilion from the kingdom. Cecilion was deeply hurt by what happened, but he thought that this might have been the best for Carmilla, because the love affair between a human and a demon could never be right. Cecilion wrote a letter for Carmilla, and the letter states the truth, that he is indeed a blood demon, and that it would be better to just forget about each other. He left the letter along with the rose on Carmilla's window. Carmilla continued to argue with her father. Cecilion is and will always be her true love. However, when her father read Cecilion's letter, Carmilla was devastated. It never mattered to her if Cecilion was a demon, because he means everything to her. And if Cecilion leaves, her life becomes meaningless. The dawn is breaking on the day Carmilla is to marry Baron Tawil. The poor Carmilla was paralyzed from grief, staring out her window, and as the sun rises, she slits her wrists. In a world full of darkness, Carmilla chose to take her life and keep her love for Cecilion until the very end. Stay tuned to find out what happens next and how Cecilion would react in the next episode. By the way, if you're interested in becoming a content creator, there's a link for all my gear in the description. Thank you for watching. Please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for the next episode. My name is Kizzo, and this is your Game Gospel.